Well, hello everyone. I think we are good. I think we're getting some thumbs up and some comments and all that kind of stuff in already. Looks like we are live, and I am so happy to be with you. My name is Noreen Smith. I am the Product Development Creative Manager at Creative Memories, and it's my pleasure to be with you each and every Wednesday to do some fast and fun projects with you. There we go. We've got Gina from Colorado. We've got Mary coming in, joining us from Washington State. They're both watching on YouTube. And then I've got a whole bunch of gals coming in on Facebook. So hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. It's always so much fun to be with you. So we've got so much to cover today, and I'm really excited about it. Sorry, I'm just getting myself all set up here. But of course, today is November 30th, last day of November. December starts tomorrow, and let's gear up for the holidays. It's starting. Hello, everyone. Yes, Cheryl's here. Croppin' Mama. Oh, Croppin' Mama's here. Victoria's here. Deborah. Oh, and we've got Perth, Australia, Nashville, Florida joining us. That's awesome. Texas is here. If you're wondering sometimes why I can see names and sometimes I just say, where I'm seeing you from, it's because if you're watching on Facebook, because we are in the Creative Memories Virtual Crop Facebook group, it doesn't let me see the names of the people posting because it's a private group. But on YouTube, it's a publicly shared video, so I can see your name. So that's just a little tidbit there for you. We've got there's Mina joining me from just up the road in Red Deer, Alberta. Steph's here. She's with her Wacky Wednesday group in Iowa. Well, that's great. Yeah, I'm hearing lots of you are joining with a group. You're scheduling time to be with your scrapping buddies on Wednesday afternoons and evenings, and you're watching our fast and fun projects together. So that is awesome. Thank you so much for joining. In Australia, just being reminded there, the first day of December down under is the first day of summer. So happy summer to all of our friends in Australia. They're gearing up for their summer season. We're gearing up for the cold winter. It was minus 19 degrees here Celsius here in Calgary, Alberta today. So we've got quite the opposite weather. But anyways, we've got lots to get going on. So just a quick reminder before I switch you over to my table. If you're in the Creative Memories Virtual Crop Facebook group, make sure you also go to the Creative Memories YouTube channel to like and subscribe. Ring the little bell that you'll see there so that you get the notifications when we're live or we post new videos. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you go to the Facebook group, Virtual Crop Facebook group, and a request to join, because again, there's so much good stuff going on in both places. You want to be part of both. Okay? All right, so gearing up for the holidays. December is upon us. We've got so much ahead of us, so many exciting things. I'm going to talk about my December Days album at the end of today's video, but that's what I'm really excited about getting into as the next, 3-4 weeks before Christmas. I love documenting all the things that happen to really keep me present in the moment. But right now, the other fun thing and so exciting is December deals on the Creative Memories website. If you haven't had a look at all the fantastic deals that are going on over there, you're definitely going to want to. Lots of exclusive new products, lots of discounts on old favorites that are still hanging around, and we're clearing the shelves to make way for new products. Great buys on bundles of products. And as well, when you add a certain amount, and it varies from US, Canada, and Australia, but when you add a certain amount of December deals products to your cart, you get an additional dollar value off. So make sure you are watching that. So I thought it would be really fun to share some of the items that are in the December deals right now. And again, as we are going live today, 5 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, November 30th. As I went live here, all of these products were still available. So if you watch the replay in a couple of days, some of them might have already sold through. So again, keep an eye, and those December deals, they're moving fast. So make sure you go and have a look. But I'm going to share kind of my top 5 favorites in the December deals, and I'm going to show you some fun projects that you can do with these products, because we all love new products. And of course, for example, Seasonal Sightings is the new Christmas line this year, but I loved Joy to the World, so I'm going to be using that. So again, we've got lots of fantastic new products, but lots of fantastic old favorites that you can still use. Okay, so let me flip you over here to my table. Sorry, there we go. There we go. Good grief. Technology at its finest here, I tell you. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be using the Joy to the World bundle. So this is one of my favorite Christmas collections that CM has done. This was last year's collection, and it is currently available in the December deals as a bundle, a discounted bundle. So in the bundle, you receive the tone-on-tone paper pack, the designer paper pack, the stickers, the beautiful laser borders, which I absolutely love because you've got 2 different colorways. They're reversible, so it's like getting 2 for 1. Plus matte packs and the embellishments. So I absolutely love this. I've done some really fun, and some of my favorite layouts have been using Joy to the World. So those are the products that I'm going to be using today as we go through some of our other projects. Okay, so Joy to the World, that is my first kind of my top 5. So let me just clear this away. And let me tell you what my, I guess they're tied really. My top favorites from the punches category. Let's qualify it that way. The 3-in-1 Bevel Tag Punch, the Holly Punch. You can't go wrong with these ones. These ones should be your must-haves as well. I use the Bevel Tag Punch probably more often than any other punch, and I'm going to show you a couple projects with it in a moment. But the Holly is a basic. Like every time you want to do a Christmas layout, a holiday layout, you're going to reach for this one. So both of these are discounted in the December deals punch category. So make sure you grab those before they're gone. You are going to want the tag punch for sure. Some of you may have seen the little video that I did for you, just showing how quickly you can put a tag together. But if you haven't seen it, let's do that really quick. I've got a couple of pieces of paper here. I've got a base that measures 2.5 by 4 inches and a layer that measures 2 inches by 4 inches. I'm just going to grab my adhesive here. We're going to adhere those 2 together to make the fastest tag ever. So just a little bit of regular adhesive, regular tape runner adhesive. Pop that layer in the center. And this is Joy to the World. This paper here, this plaid paper, was from this year's Totally Tonals Christmas. And I love a plaid, so that will be a favorite of mine for a long time. So once I've got my layer on there, I'm literally just going to feed it into the 3-in-1 bevel tag. The reason that it's called 3-in-1 is that you can create 1 inch, 2 inch, and 2.5 inch size tags with it. So just feed it in, punch. You're going through 2 layers there, so it might take a little bit of effort. And then you've got a great little tag. You can write your message on the back like I did. And then the holly, let's punch a couple of pieces of holly. I've got some greens from the Joy to the World collection. Super easy. And here's another green. I like the look of 2 layered. I mean, they're pretty as they are, but when you layer them up, they become even prettier. I just like to put a little bit of repositionable adhesive in between the 2 to layer those 2 together. And then you can add them either with regular tape runner, because now it's kind of solid at the back. or with a foam square. And then if you didn't catch it, what we can do with the your little leftovers is just make the little center for the holly. Flip it around this way so I can get my paper in. Just from any little, kind of leftover piece. I've got a leftover piece of red there. So that's going to make the little holly berry that we can put just right in the middle. So the tags are so fun and easy. I never buy Christmas wrapping paper tags anymore. I just create a bunch of Christmas tags using those two little pieces of paper, and I can create them in whatever sort of dimension or, whatever pattern I want for little bags, boxes, all your packaging. But another thing that I love to do with the tag punch is to create little favors. So I guess I'm kind of addicted to giving these little favors. So this is a little bag of chocolates, and I've just created a little favor holder from the tag. So let's go ahead and make one of those as well. So here's our tags. Let's move those out of the way. And let's make a favor. So for the favors, and I make these for all occasions. If you followed me in my previous life, I always created little favors for my two boys, their classes. So whether it was Christmas or Halloween or Valentine's Day or Easter, end of school year, those kind of things. And this is a go-to because they're so fast and easy. If you're an advisor, these are great to have as a little make and take. They're so easy. I love them. So we've got, again, a 2.5 inch wide base by 12 inches. And then our layer is 2 inches by 12 inches. And just like the tag, we're going to just adhere this right in the center of our strip. You can eyeball it, or if you want, you can certainly use your 13-inch mat to make sure it's in the center. And then we are going to punch both ends. Okay, so we'll slide one in, punch, and the opposite end, and punch. Okay, so now we have this long tag with the holes at each end. Now, it's going to depend on your little bag of goodies. So you might have a little bag like this. You might have a little pre-made, chocolate or something that you want to give. So you're just going to sort of have to figure out how wide you want your base. I like about 2 inches. So we're going to go ahead and score this at 5 and 7. And this will give you kind of a 2-inch base. That'll work for a lot of different favor sizes. I like to go to the dollar store and see what they've got. Put my scoring blade into the 12-inch trimmer. And I'm just going to line up the top here with 5. And then instead of, pulling my arm of my trimmer out, I'm just going to flip it around and do it at 5 again. Okay? And then that's going to give me that nice little sort of stable base. So you can see how that folds together. That will give me a nice little stable base for my candy, for my treat. Then I'm just going to fold over the top of the bag, and I'm just going to staple it all together. So I don't think I put a stapler on your list of materials, but that's all there is to creating that fun little favor. Now I've got a 1-inch piece. Let me just make sure. 1 inch by 3 inch. So now I can use the same little tag maker, the 3-in-1 bevel tag maker, to create a little tag that's going to go just on the front here. And you can take a pair of scissors, you can leave it as is. You can make a little banner out of it. And then as you tie it together with a little piece of twine, that can be your little tag, saying Merry Christmas, or it could be where you write, to Joe from Susie, that kind of thing. And then don't forget to add your little holly decoration. So fast and easy. I can batch make these, probably 30 for an entire class of kids within about half an hour, 40 minutes. So it really is an easy way to create a fun little gift for kids, for your colleagues at work, all of those kinds of things. So that is the reason that, the tag maker and the holly punch are definitely on my list of the top 5 things to get from the December the December deals. Okay, so I'm just going to get these out of the way here. And let's talk about my next thing. Now, I don't know about you, but I really enjoy these little piece by piece mini trio punches. They come 3 in a set, and again, they are in the December deals. And it looks like a little star, it looks like a little flower petal. There's a heart, a couple of circles, and kind of a half moon shape. So, you think to yourself, well, those are really great and I can do a lot with them. But what I love to do is to make some little characters. And actually, I should hold them up a little bit closer here so you can see. Aren't these fun? So we've got Santa, we've got a little gnome, we've got a little elf, and we've got a reindeer. Now you might be wondering about the reindeer's antlers, and those ones come from the inside of the spring leaf punch. So you can see that that's the inside shape. And let's go ahead and kind of put some of these together here. I've got a bunch of little pieces here. One of the inspirations was actually from this little embellishment from the Joy to the World embellishment pack. So I loved this little Santa, and he has different skin tones on both sides. So I actually created these from some scraps. I'll show you how much I used. It was very little. So I have some shell shimmer, some white, some dark green, some red, some black, and I think this was the old CM Brown, but you could of course use hot fudge for Rudolph at this point, okay? So let's look at what we need. So let's look first at Santa. So I've got a little circle, and all of the heads were made from the inside of the smallest circle with the blue blade. Okay, so anywhere there's a little head, Santa, the gnome, or the elf, the heads were made from that little 1-inch circle. Okay, all right, so then we know that Santa needs a beard. So that's a little white flower petal. I wonder if I can get this in just a little bit more. Let me see. Can I zoom in a little bit more? I'm just trying to zoom in and it's not really letting me. Sorry, that's a little bit better. Okay, we'll go with that. So there's a little white petal for his beard. And then, oh, I forgot to do the red for his hat. So we better do that right now. Okay, so here's the little flower petal, my little scrap of red. There's his hat. And I know why I had this. Because the little fuzzy, fluffy foam or fluffy cotton or fur around the top of his hat is just another white flower petal. And I just trimmed it up just a little bit so that it can sit on top of the red hat. Now, if you're not into punch art, I don't blame you because some of these are kind of fiddly. And I also recommend using Precision Point adhesive, the liquid adhesive, for any time you do these little bits and pieces. But now you can see how there's that little white fluffy bit around his hat. Then we need a white circle, the larger of the two circles in the punch, for his pom-pom. And then his mustache is actually made from the star. Okay, so I just took a white star and my scissors, and I just kind of created a little mustache. Oops. This is when you need like 3 pairs of hands. A little mustache by cutting out the points of the star. Okay, so there's his mustache. Then he needs a nose, and his nose is just it's so tiny. Same color as his face, and that goes right on top of his mustache. My gosh, they're so tiny, these little pieces. I'm losing it. There we go. Beard, mustache, nose, and then his eyes are the 2 little black crescents. They can go just in there. Yeah, if you are not a patient person, the little punch art characters might not be for you, but they are so cute when you do get them done. Oh, I'm making a mess of it here, but you get the idea. Okay, and then his mouth. His mouth is just going to go underneath his mustache. It's just a red circle. He's making the ho, ho, ho. Get underneath there. Lift up the mustache. Tuck that underneath. Oh, it looks so good when you get it together, but what a pain. Okay. I feel like I need like little tweezers. You're all going to be laughing at me there, I tell you. Okay, there we go. There's the mouth. There's the mustache. Oh my goodness. All right. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. There's the tweezers. That would help a lot. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Holy smokes. Let's hope the rest of this isn't quite as hard. Holy smokes. Okay, let's go on to the gnome. All right. 1 each circle for the head. White flower for the beard. Green flower petal for the hat. Red pom-pom. Oh, excuse me, you guys. And then we need another little nose. Hang on, I'm just going to mute myself for a second here. Okay, I know, it's terrible. And of course, once you start coughing, it's hard to stop. Okay, elf. We've got a little face. We've got a little green hat, a little pom-pom, some eyes. There's another one of those little tiny circles for the nose. Oh, and we need a little heart for his ears. So 1 little heart from Shell Shimmer. And we're going to cut that in half. And those are his ears. Okay? So you get the idea there. All right, and finally, Rudolph. This one's just a few more extra pieces. We've got a flower petal for the head, an upside down heart for his snout. We've got a couple of eyes from white. Another one, there it is. White eyes and then a black pupil. That's when I need the little tweezers. I wasn't going to use the tweezers because they are from a secret box a while ago, but they sure are handy. Okay, I think I've lost my other... Yeah, I've lost my other eye, but you get the idea. And then here is the antler, which is the inside of the 5-leaf punch. Okay, and we'll put on his red nose. And he is good. Holy smokes. I never imagined it would be this crazy to get our little characters together. And they're so cute. All right, I just need one more little dot. Black dot. There we go. Okay, so there's our little Christmas characters made with, excuse me, made with all 3 of the piece by piece mini punch sets. So now let me just go back in here and see if we can zoom back out just a little bit. There we go. Okay, I seem to have been over my coughing spell. We've got these together. We can move on. Now, one of the things that I really like about these little characters, once you do get them done, is that they are the perfect size for some little tags as well. I had a black tag just punched out and ready to go. So, you know, a little Santa, a little elf on a tag, those would be very, very cute. And again, I think sometimes kids are a little bit more patient than us, so they might have a really fun time making these. The other thing that these are great for is your small albums. So this is an 8x8 album, and you can see that again, that would be just the right size as a little page decoration. So if you have the patience, if you like the idea of making little punch characters, these are certainly fun to do. All right. Don't forget that with the piece by piece mini punch trio set, you also get a download to make a bunch of other kinds of little shapes and fun characters. So these are great. I reach for these a lot. That little flower petal has been used for so many different things over the years. All right, so let's get these guys out of the way. I'll leave these up here and I'll put all my pieces away. And just before we leave tags and punches, I just wanted to show you that last year I did a bunch of little tags with the the spring leaf as the gnome beard. So these are, again, same thing, the little round pieces of the from the piece by piece punch, a spring leaf, and then just a little triangle. And then those are tags made with the Joy to the World as well. So again, these are things that you can pull out year after year and use over and over again. Okay, let's pick up the pace. I'm so sorry about that whole coughing fit. Well, that was kind of like tied for number 2, but, number 2 was the tag and holly. Number 3 was the piece by piece. Number 4 is the Nativity punch. And many of you love this, you know, for beautiful layouts. I do as well. I've just got a quick one here that I made up showing the border itself. That's the Nativity border punch with some of the Joy to the World papers and tone-on-tone papers. So, of course, you can use it for layouts. But I also love it to create a really pretty, simple, elegant card. And we're going to make this one together here. So there's just a quick shot of how that border looks. But I've got some punched from white shimmer cardstock. Okay, I'm just going to put my measurements there. I've got a blank card that measures, it's just one of CM's blank cards, 4¼ by 5½, so just a standard blank card. I've got a Starry Night shimmer. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Starry Night shimmer rectangle measuring 4 inches by 5¼ That's going to go on there. Let's do it. Let's just do it right now. Like we say, fast and fun, except when Noreen has a coughing fit. Okay, so we've got our Starry Night. Then we're going to take a piece of our Nativity punch. You can just basically see that in the card, I've got the manger and the angel. So let's go ahead and cut out an oval from a piece of the platinum shimmer, and that's going to go over top. Platinum shimmer measures 3¾ by 5 inches, and we are going to use the largest oval, custom cutting system oval. We're just going to try to get that centered, and the green blade. Okay, so there we go. We're just going to go ahead and cut an oval out. You don't really have to, you want to get it centered, but you don't have to worry about it being perfectly in the center, because you can adjust the manger and the angel behind it. So now we can take this and sort of look to see where we need to cut this apart. I'm just going to make a little mark there, and I can just go ahead and cut this with some scissors. Oops, all the way up. And then we'll adhere this onto our card. A little bit of repositionable in behind the cut areas. Just kind of make sure we've got it in good location. And then you can add your layer over top. Now for the layer, this is where I like to grab my foam tape, because I can really pop up that entire layer. And it stays up. You know how sometimes when you put cards in an envelope, and if they have any dimensional component to them, they'll get all squished down. That's when you want to use your foam tape. And it's just a little bit more rigid, a little bit more secure than trying to dot several foam squares all around. And it makes for quick work as well. You don't have to take off all those tiny little foam square backing pieces. Okay? So there we go. We'll just line it up to get a nice, I should have moved this over just a bit, I think. Sorry, the perfectionist in me is just wanting to get it a little bit more in the center. There we go. Oops, see, now I've moved it over too far. That looks okay. No, too far up now. There we go. I'm going with this. Okay, so there you go. You've got your, that could have come down a little bit more as well. But then you've got that nice raised sort of layer. You've got the shimmery papers, the shimmery white from the outline, and then the platinum shimmer on top. So I love that Nativity border punch. That's number 4 on my must-have list for sure. Okay, let's put this out of the way. And you're going to be surprised at my last one, I think. When I told folks at home office which one my last one was, they were kind of surprised as well. But my number 5 pick from the December deals is the little 2 by 3 inch pocket album. And why? I have used these as little, well, I'll show you. I have used these since both my boys were born as a way to keep their kind of most up-to-date pictures. So this is the one for my son Grayson. I've got a little baby picture in there. But then what I've done is I've got all of the 2 by 3 pocket size photos from his school photos for preschool, kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm waiting for grade 12, and then I've got a space for his graduation photo on the very back. So it's just perfect. You know, if you don't have preschool, you could just add, you know, a toddler photo there. But basically, it's kind of, you know, their growing up years, just in a really fun little book. And I actually keep both of these just on my desk, and I can look at those. It would also be a great little brag book to send to grandma or relatives who live far away. So I love those. I have this one is an old one, but currently I have 2 of the colors that are available in the December deals, the cranberry and the forest green. And I thought the other thing that would be fun to use these for, especially because they're such a low price point, is little gift cards, gift card holders almost. So what I did is, this is for my goddaughter. I just made a little 2-inch by 3-inch tag. And I love putting the little decoration on the outside of the page pocket. So again, these are old letters, old sticker letters, and they are on the outside of the page pocket. And then the picture just slides in. So here I've got a little note to my goddaughter, Merry Christmas. And this is a now and later gift. So for now, use the gift cards that are enclosed to buy yourself some treats. And then later, add in special photos to carry with you. So I think it's a great little, you know, way to present a gift card. Plus, it's going to be something that they're going to be able to use later. So truly, those are my number 5 picks. So when you think about all of these great things that we have available to us right now, you know, there's so many fun little things in the December deals that you can, you know, create. So I hope that you're kind of inspired to go and have another look to see, you know, what you can make. If you have some of these, hopefully it's inspired you to kind of, you know, create some of these projects using your existing things that you have. Okay, so love that. Yeah, somebody's just saying love the idea of the school photos. This has been such a fun little thing. And again, I love just being able to flip through. Look at him when he was in preschool to the most recent one I have in grade 11, right? What a difference. And it's all right here. So I love those. I really do. Okay. Let me flip you back over. I tell you, I had tears running down my eyes there. I'm sure my nose was running as I was coughing. What a mess. What a mess I am. So thank you for hanging in with me there through my coughing fit. I tried to mute, but I'm sure it was, you know, so loud and obnoxious sounding over the internet there. But anyways, I hope you got some good ideas there. Make sure that you're checking out those December deals because there's so many great products there. And, you know, I think just thinking about what you already have, what you can use to make some of these fun little projects, that's always a great thing to do. You know, pull out your stash, pull out your tools that you already have, see what you can create. And if you like some of these things and you know you could use them, grab them while they are on special. Okay, so let's talk really quickly then about next week and actually the next 3 weeks. So what we're going to be doing, as I mentioned, we're going to be creating pages inside our little December holiday albums, holiday 8x8 albums. And if you didn't already watch when I created mine, I'm going to have the links to the video so that you can go back and create your album in time for next week. Okay, so I'm just going to pull you back to my table here for a second. You might remember that we created this 8x8 base album using the fast album formula. And now for December 7th, 14th, and 21st, I'm actually going to be creating the pages. I'm going to be completing all of my pages. So the fabulous designers at Creative Memories have actually kind of created a little gift for us as well. And they've got some December Days circles that are made to match the seasonal sightings collection from this year. And the fun thing is that all of these little circles you can punch out with the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. So you're going to be able to print these onto some cardstock at home and then go through and just punch them all out so that we can use these as additional little decor in our albums. We're going to add them onto our pages to denote certain things that happened on certain days. It's going to be lots of fun. So the link to the handout is in the description of the video, above the video in Facebook, and below the video if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, so for next week, you're going to want to get your little base album together. You're going to want to download and print some of these little December Days circles, and you're going to want to be ready to kind of scrap along with me and finish off your December Days pages. Now, as for photos, you can look online and get a ton of different kinds of prompts. I'm going to be taking pictures of, things that are happening around the house, if I go out shopping, as I'm decorating. And then as we get through December a little bit more, there'll be activities like Christmas concerts, plays, gift exchanges, getting together with family and friends, going to see the lights, maybe going tobogganing, all of those kind of great things that we do in December leading up to Christmas. So the whole idea here is to document the days of December and not just focus on Christmas Day itself. And if you're wondering about this idea, you'll definitely want to go over and look up Ali Edwards' December Daily. Ali Edwards is the originator of this idea and has, 20 years of ideas to share with you. But we're going to do it CM style, and we're going to complete all of those pages together. Okay? All right. Oh, thank you all so much. What a kind group our scrapbooking community is. Everybody's, nobody's saying, oh, can't imagine, somebody coughing throughout a Facebook Live. All of you are telling me to go have a cup of tea with honey and to feel better soon. Truly, it was just kind of a coughing attack that came out of nowhere. I am feeling fine. Thank you, though, so much for your kind thoughts. But yeah, I will probably go get a nice hot cup of tea, and I will be raring to go next week when we get back together again next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central, to create the first 7 pages in our little 8x8 holiday album. Okay, so don't forget to check in the description so that you can watch the video and make your own 8x8 album. Be ready to, have that all ready to go. And also the link to get your December Days circles so that you can add those to your album as well. Okay? Thank you all for joining me. So appreciate it. And again, appreciate your kindness and your patience there as I had my little coughing fit. So great group of ladies. I so enjoy being with you every week. And we'll see you again next week. All right? Okay. Bye-bye for now.